these guys back on. I burst that bubble for you. You're gonna be looking at me like, so what you're saying is, and yes, that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They've been telling y'all tall tales off of very short leases. It's actually crazy, y'all. It's actually crazy when you think about it. So Instagram, everybody, Facebook, Twitter, welcome back. Had some internet difficulties, but we're all back. Thanks for my guys staying on with us on TikTok. But we were talking about the fact that like they literally just told you to keep working and just keep going to work. And once you do it, because I had a hard time with still not working like I needed to like finance, $15,000 a month in bills. And I realized that I was getting frustrated when I first got down here because so many people weren't moving as fast as me. Why the heck can I get anything done? Everybody's like moving like they don't want no money. They don't want to get no money right now. Like I'm waiting for my lawyer to call me back, but I know it'll be after the holiday because he is with his family having a great time. Yeah, money got to be made. People need to make money, but people aren't going to go to the grave with said money. They want to go to the grave with experiences. They're going to go to the grave with the memories of friends and family, the things that they've done, the people that they've touched. Do you think when you get old and you're on your deathbed, or you never mind even your deathbed, you just can't go outside like you used to and do certain things? Do you think you're gonna say, "Man, you remember that time I made $100,000 a month? I'd really like to do that right now." No, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna say, I remember when I went paragliding uh, with uh, with my dad at 5,000 feet in Medellin, our first time together. I remember when I went and jumped off a 20-foot cliff in Mexico. I remember when I was in San Andres and I saw a fish as wide as my arms swimming. Never, none of the about the cars that I had or any of these things. So I look at all of this stuff and it kind of woke me up even more so because I was already, my body was gone, but America was still in my brain and my heart. I still needed to go run as fast as I was in America. So that's going to be a situation where now your body is gone. You did the homework, you did the legwork, and you relocated. You got out of the United States, but you still running on American time. I don't care if it's Christmas. I need this done right now. And no, everyone will laugh right in your face in Colombia and probably many other places too. That's good that you need that done right now. I cannot help you until I am free. And right now, I'm with my friends and my family. I don't care if we having a paint and sip, a doodle and draw, whatever. They're not doing it. And that can be frustrating with your American ass. But you need to find the beauty in life and not the beauty in working and the beauty in making money and stuff and things. Snap out of it. You got it. You're doing it. And where has that led you? I hate to sound like Thanos, but right back to me. If you're watching this, all of the stuff and the things, the energy and effort you put in, led you right back to me. Like right here, right where you are today, watching somebody tell you why you may want to get your ass out. Think about that. Listen, this is an open and closed type of thing. If you're still watching this because something might have intrigued you, somebody said something that might have sparked your interest, you could have left. But you're not going to turn on CNN. You might turn on CNN and they're going to tell your politicians what their new wardrobe is and what their recommendations are and what their playlist is, what they're listening to. But what can you do with that in your life? So I come on like the news, 3 p.m. We're talking about group travel. Around that 6:30 time frame, I'm getting on here and being real honest with y'all. You know why? Because y'all getting lied to every time you turn on TV. Might as well get some truth. Might as well get some understanding. Might as well get some news you can use. Because when you get out, you're going to realize everything that you got used to don't exist anywhere but where it is they told you was the best place in the world. You don't have to see 15, 50, 11, 50, 11 doctors just to get one thing done. You don't got to go through the flying eagle of doctors just to get paperwork signed, just to go to one person that you could have went to the first time. You don't got to have to be in a scenario where, there's so many medicines and things that everything is privatized. This relocation gives you an opportunity to live a freer life. And you think third world country, you live in a third world country, America, and you don't even know it. I can name, if I actually name 5 third world countries that are actually third world countries, I guarantee you those more percentage of their people know how to read, more percentage of their people have access to healthcare, more percentage of their people that do have jobs have a place to live. Now, you aren't going to some extreme places, but I'm talking about a lot of the places that like Colombia, Mexico, these kind of places, you would be surprised what kind of life and access to things that they have. You get 14 paid time off days and maybe 6 federal holidays that you could actually have paid off. Maybe 38 days in Colombia, 40 days in the European Union, and you wonder why these people living longer and have a smile on their face. Bernie Mac said, "Wake up, America. This is your choice. This is the knocking. Don't tell nobody. Don't say nobody came to save you. Don't say nobody came and gave you no information. You get on the internet every day and don't do anything. No, I get it. You stress. So you need some entertainment. You need some downtime. You need some understanding. You need some feeling. You need something to make you laugh. But I am about prayer, but you need to push. You need to do something. Don't just pray that some miracle is going to come save you. You need to save yourself. Save the ones that you love. Save your community. Go build community with people. So many of y'all banging your head because the people that y'all want to do right by y'all in your local community, your family, your friends, they won't do right by you, and you just can't get it, and you don't understand. You're a good person. Why is this happening? What if I told you the community that you're looking for is probably abroad? They've probably had the same similar things. And it's like, you know what? I'd go by myself before I go with people that don't want to see me happy. Not saying this is everybody, but maybe this is you. So think about this. Think about all the reasons, all of the individual straws that can break your camel's back. How many of them are starting to really, really wear on you? How much more can you do? Can you sustain the financial, the mental, any of it? It's layered, it's multi-layered. So when you think about these things, make sure when you guys determine where you go to move, you do so with some thought process of what your life is going to be like. Just because you like beaches doesn't mean you want to live in a beach town. You might want to live proximity to a beach town, but you don't maybe not want to live there as far as what do we do on Tuesday and Wednesday when there's no party going on? Nothing. Don't go from TikTok to terminal. If you're watching this on TikTok, and I'm telling you this, don't go from TikTok to terminal. Don't close this when I get off and say, great, I'm about to go pack my bag and go move to Medellin, Colombia. Don't do it. Don't. Go do some more legwork. Come back. Come back tomorrow at 6:30. Tomorrow we talk about some real important things. We got to kind of get into it a little bit today because I brought up some topics that are about your mental health and how you survive all of the things that could possibly be attacking your mental health. But tomorrow we also talk about your mental health abroad. How do you maintain it? I mentioned you guys are so ready to leave. You guys are willing to go into places just because you saw them on TikTok and there's no community there to receive you. You don't speak the language, so there's no expat community there to receive you. So you guys may be going there and dealing with loneliness. You might be an introvert, and personally, I don't think it's wise to go move abroad if you don't want to go talk to anybody or meet any new people. I'm an introverted extrovert. I mind my business, but you get me to talking, I can obviously sit here and talk to you for a whole hour. But I knew that about myself. I knew that I'm willing to go and meet people and have conversations and build relationships and build community with people that I don't know. Are you? I tell people even with like college these days, because college is like one of those like maybe you need it, maybe you don't. It's not as much like straightforward now. But I'm like, if you're an introvert, the biggest thing I got from college outside of a degree were relationships. And you have to be, I feel like you have to be a quality cultivator of relationships and or walk through doors that are community driven and open for you to do so. If somebody does an event and you don't show up, you can't say don't nobody want to get out and do nothing with me. You just didn't show up. But if the community that you're moving to does not organically have that without you being a part of it, and you know that you need it, you need to tap in with a community that meets the needs. That's why I asked you, what are you leaving? What are you looking for? And what of America that you have that's ingrained in you are you ready to leave there because you cannot take American etiquette, which at this point, based off of what I've seen, is none. America doesn't teach you to be kind and courteous to others. America literally says, we the best. Like America should be called the DJ Khaled States of America because we the best is their 100% credo. That is their vision. That is their mission statement. And they'll try to make certain that everybody knows that they're the best and everybody should want to be here. Yet so many of us have left. So many of y'all are just trying to, be alive, not even being the best. You're just trying to be alive and struggling with that. So the reasons when we look at escaping the American rat race are plenty. There are plenty of reasons. It comes down to those reasons, those rationales, and essentially, what is your final straw? I tell people, you guys already stayed past the point of close for me. Pandemic, everything I saw with that, the vaccine, vaccinated, non-vaccinated, blah. We saw what happened with George Floyd after that, brother. Things were, even as bad as things were in the world, we would still see things that we were all too uncomfortably used to. Then America decided that we didn't want to be run as a government. We wanted to allow a businessman to run the United States. You need your government not to be run as a business. You need your government to be run as a government because when you can't be the cog or the part of the machine that feeds the business, what do we need you? We're a business. This is a for-profit business. So all you capitalists there, you must be Superman also because the moment you get sick in capitalism, you are no longer valued. So all the things that we see now, which one of them is it? Spent half the year not being able to eat lunch meat because recalls. You know why? Because regulations were rolled back and things are easier to be mass produced and profitized on. But are you a commodity to be profitized on, or are you a human being? Somebody's supposed to care if you get sick and you need to get better. Somebody is supposed to care that you spend time with your friends and your family. America says we have a fertility problem. People aren't having as many babies at the rates where the 1% is sucking the 99% dry. And all they tell you is to go back to work. So it's on you. It's not on me. I already made it. I already did it. I've already told my people what it is that I tell them. And they say, Roz, I can go now, but you've planted seeds, and those seeds are starting to grow into plants, and those plants will bear fruit because I see what you're saying. My boy told me today, he said, yo, I got you want to hear something crazy, bro? Because he always comes back to me and I always sound crazy at first, and then he sees it for himself and he's like, you were right. He said I was in the stories, but he's got twins and a daughter, so he's got young kids. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna give my son these Nerf guns, play stuff, toys. And last couple of weeks, these guns have been eight to $15. $8 to $15 per. Today they were marked down to $1. $1. He said he bought 15. He said I couldn't have got two of the $8 ones for $15 yesterday. I got 15 of the $8 ones for $1 a piece. Now that seems small to you guys, but just think about that. Eight times as much for the exact same thing, and so many of you guys went. Let me tell you something. some people make $8 an hour. So one man hour was worth one Nerf gun, and in 24 hours it became only an eighth of a man hour. What we doing? How much longer y'all gonna keep sustaining that? I don't know. If you guys stay after this, I don't know what the next thing is going to be. That's going to be like, oh, I gotta leave right now. I've seen at least 3 points at this point in the most recent years that could give somebody pause for cause and say, I got to get out of here. What is your boiling point? We're going to get into that tomorrow because it has to do with your mental health. What can you afford to take? What are you willing to continue to take? So think about it. Sleep on it. We're going to talk about it. It's not often you see Black men talking about mental health, being honest and open about, hey, we struggle. We have a hard time. A lot of people dealt with the pandemic. That was tough. And then we just had to get right back to it as if it never happened. So relocating has so many different opportunities for me to be able to heal myself, find a better quality of life, because I realized, hey, bro, this stuff could literally hit the fan tomorrow and the world could shut down. And then what? If we would have never got out of the pandemic, would y'all have been happy about y'all life leading up to the pandemic? If we always would have been wearing masks and staying indoors and you never went to a basketball game again, would you have been happy based off of the life that America has privileged you to? Maybe it would have been, because you don't know. That's why you come back here. Come back here tomorrow. You're going to find out more of what it is you don't know. More of it is why that you may be looking to leave. More of it what it is, how to go. We give you the steps on how to go, not just to Colombia, but to actually move abroad. It's like a whole checklist. And if you go down all the steps of the checklist and you determine, I don't want to leave, then you've done your due diligence. But don't just wake up somewhere and then they tell you that's the best place to be, and then that's all you ever see in your life. That's not living your life. That's living their life that they told you to live. So you got some homework to do. You got some thinking to do. Maybe tomorrow you come back here with some questions to ask. The choice is yours. We will continue to put these resources, have these conversations. You guys can go to moodtravelcolombia.com. There are so many free resources that are there on how to move to Colombia, information about Colombia, city guides on where you may possibly want to move. Take the free test. The free test narrows down, hey, based off of your answers, you might want to go move here. Who does that for you other than Mood Travel? I have no idea. Put it on, stamp it. We are here to give you guys an opportunity to live your best life. Relocation tours starting March 12th to the 17th. We reserve those for Fridays, but I will be remiss not to tell you that part 2 is I think it's part 2 or part 3 of the steps. The 6 steps you need is the exploration. You need to get off your couch once you've done your research and go find out not just Colombia, but Medellin. I keep telling y'all, you're not Belly, Nas and Belly. Y'all not going to Africa. You need to go to a country in Africa. And when you go to a country, you need to go to a city. And when you go to the city, you need to go to a neighborhood. And not every neighborhood going to be made the same. So make sure y'all understand that even if you're not coming with our relocation tours, to wherever you are going, that they have somebody set up there for you so that you can get pre-vetted resources. Somebody there to show you what neighborhoods, or piece it together yourself. Your choice. Might be a little difficult, but I hope my travelers, my expats, the ones that are the group travel curators that are living abroad, do our community a service. If you've been there and you've been there long enough to start piecing these resources together, look, the blueprint is there. Mexico, I already know Panama is doing it. Bali, like, put the resources together for these people, man. People need this. People need to go and feel like somebody put the time and energy to make certain that they had a successful time. Because so many go try and so many people fail because they go under the false pretenses. So I challenge all my curator content travel people that are actually living abroad, that actually have the stamina and want to do something and care about enough about the community. If you are seeing this, this is a worldwide challenge. Give our community the opportunity Everything does not have to be monetized. That's why I'm like, there's so many free resources on the website. The only thing that are monetized are our group trips and our relocation tours. 95% of the daggone website is free because I don't want y'all to have to make the mistakes. I don't want y'all to have a bad time. I don't want y'all to pay thousands of dollars for something that y'all could have paid half that for and got everything that you needed. This is your life. I'm going to be here. It's your job and your opportunity to literally drive your car. You've been in the passenger seat for too long. It's time to drive. I appreciate you guys. I got phones dying. It's been a long day. You know, I will be back tomorrow. I will not be on Christmas. Everybody needs to go with their friends and family, hug a loved one. If you don't have one, call a friend. Go hang out with them. Don't be alone on Christmas. Don't be alone. We got some interesting months coming up. So, you know, we're going to tap in with mental health tomorrow. So I think it's a good note to leave off on. We'll tap back in on Thursday. We're going to skip Wednesday. We'll get back in right on Thursday when we talk about the 6 steps you need. No, that's Wednesday. Thursday is decluttering your life. Decluttering your life before you move abroad. The things that America lied to you about. The stuff and the things that America lied to you about. Because you are going to have a hard time when you go to put all your stuff in a bag and you say, damn, I had to declutter my life and I had so much stuff. So thank you guys as always. Just lost TikTok, phone died, but it's all good. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3. We will be talking about Costa Rica. We're talking about Costa Rica, July 17th through the 21st. Then at 6:30 tomorrow night, we're getting into a topic that is very, very important, mental health. Mental health is going to be at 6:30. Mental health in the United States versus what you can expect living abroad. You guys go to Black Expat Life in Colombia YouTube. If you are looking for all of the replays, we're uploading these things constantly. You guys are going to see plenty of content come out. So make sure you are following, liking, and sharing and subscribing to Black Expat Life in Colombia. Make certain that if you've seen something on here that either you needed, you bookmark it. You make certain that if you saw something that you know that one of your friends or your family need, make certain that you're sharing with them. Monday through Friday, we're on here. Literally 3 p.m. and 6:30. This week we will not be on Wednesday at either time. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody for certain. We'll see you tomorrow. And then we'll be picking right back up on Thursday before we get into what the next week looks like. Yeah, next week is interesting. We'll be going live from Mexico. Looking fun of that. Might switch up some times to cover some content just so I don't spend my vacation hanging out with you guys, but I do want to be able to tap in, give you guys some different views, get some different motivation, give you guys some information on a resort that is brand new that I'm going to. So definitely looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. As always, you guys stay safe. If you are working, make sure you are staying warm. I'm saying worldwide, at least in the United States, it's cold as hell in Philadelphia, 17 degrees. Woo! Yeah, nah. Y'all stay safe. I'm going to talk to you guys soon. And as always, I appreciate it. Hopefully, I can turn this off. My computer, it has started to just wait. So let us see if you guys are still here. Thank you, as always, for paying attention to what it is that we are doing. We do a lot of things because it's not a lot of people doing that. Oh, you guys are back. Thanks. Try to get off. I'm still talking to one camera. So see you soon.